Yeah, he accepts me, man. You know? Drake gave him a chance. Yeah, Drake, OVO, man, he accepted me. Nigga, you want to be accepted, nigga. You a little boy that want to be accepted by other niggas. Ain't no woman gonna respect you, little boy.
Got a little insight on it. I don't know if did Wack first tell the story on our stream or did he first tell it on Clubhouse? I can't remember what it was, right? However, I know he did come onto our stream like years ago or however long it was. And when he came onto our stream, I told him, I said, listen, based on how music is, we have the artists that kind of come off like they're gangsters, the ones that come off like they're killers, and the ones that come off like they're street niggas. I said, Future's a street nigga. Future's he's like a gangster. Now, he's not talking tough like he'll kill you, but he definitely popping shit. He's about the women, this and third, but Future's a street guy. I remember Wicked100 telling me back then, Future? No, he's a rapper. And I never understood like that distinction, right?
This is what I'm saying, right? This is why I say academics don't know nothing about the streets. I never understood. He's letting Wicked100 tell him the difference between niggas that's just rapping and niggas that are really rapping that are street. You don't know how to distinguish this nigga? You don't know how to understand the difference? Come on now. Because the niggas that's really like that nigga, they got cases. Niggas that's really like that nigga, when niggas get them upset, they go out there and do something. You don't know how to distinguish the difference? Come on, man. Straight up. But he's letting Wicked100 be the one to give him the advice. Straight up. It's a fact. They know for a fact. Can't trust nobody. Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Shout out to all y'all that rock with the channel.
And I'm thinking, well, street dudes rap, right? Like, it's until we meet like a nigga like Pooh Shiesty, I realized that, like, Meek Mill just had a song saying he's doing all type of shit. I'm like, no, you're not. Yo, Pooh Shiesty doing all that shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, we have rappers and then we have real, actual, like, either killers or street dudes or whatever. And usually the difference is you don't know if they're removed from that lifestyle or not. That's how real whatever they're saying is. Anyway.
See, the thing about Act, he just don't understand. Meek Mills. The difference with Meek Mills is he just got the niggas with him that's going to get active. Meek Mills come from the hood, but he got the niggas with him that's going to get active. Straight up, the niggas that's going to crash all the way. You know, see, Act, this is why Act don't understand the difference. He's listening to Wicked100. Straight up. You know, the internet be saying whatever they saying. These niggas be all fooled and manipulated. They just don't know how to distinguish it because they don't come from it. They don't have an understanding. They listen to people like Wack to get their information. Nigga, you can't listen to no nigga that running around following Big U and following Suge Knight. I'm not listening to no nigga following them niggas. You following Big U and Suge Knight. Nigga, you beg to be around these niggas. Not listening to this nigga. Come on now. Because if Wicked100 was like that, right? And I'm just keeping this straight a buck. If Wicked100 was like that, nigga, he would have been going at Big U and Suge Knight. Nigga, if you like that and you bout that life, nigga, and you know Suge Knight and Big U is the niggas that's the ones that's feared, nigga, you gonna be going at these niggas to let niggas know, fear me. Not the nigga lining up with these niggas. So that you can be under these niggas and run their narratives and do what they say to act like you tough. Nigga, if Wicked100 was like that, nigga, we would have heard the stories about him going at Suge Knight and Big U. All that, him in the mall, having these bang outs. Nigga, we would have heard about a bang out with Suge Knight or Big U. Not when these niggas go to jail and you out here campaigning to these niggas being in jail. Come on, man. Let's make it make sense. If Wicked100 was this so gangster, nigga, I'm just being real. If the nigga was so gangster, he would be going at the niggas that niggas feared. I'm just being real. It would have been straight war on the streets and not trying to be up under these niggas and around these niggas. This how gangsters do. But Wicked100 got Akademiks fooled. Gangsters is going to go at the other niggas that think they like that. They not going to get up under them. Nah, I don't want to get up under you, nigga. I want to let you know I'm that, nigga. Straight up. Niggas that's running around the street moving work that got the work. They don't want to be up under no nigga that got the bricks because they got their own bricks. Come on, man. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
My understanding when I said to Wack, I said, Wack, man, this guy Future, he's a street dude. Like no street dude is running from you in the airport. I actually thought that was completely fake. Wack said, well, what are you talking about? Future was in the club and they surrounded him and they almost beat the shit out of him. Like a couple nights before, or it was like whatever before then. And I was like, what? Future's a street nigga. Like, yo, he would have had the whole Atlanta there. Like, if Soulja Boy could get 150 goons up there, Future could get like 500 goons. Ain't no way that should happen. Now, I say all this to say, so breaking back down this indictment, and, you know, I did talk to Wack offline, but Wack kind of clarified to me that he got word that this incident where Future supposedly got beat up is not even a new incident. No. Well, it's not even the incident the feds have talked about. So there's another incident.
So you basically saying you want to make sure that this incident here is something that the feds need to know this how it happened. Even though we already know the feds know, but you want to make sure that you go public with this shit. So if it does come out in the indictment somewhere that Wicked100 gonna say Akademiks said it. This is already out there. Ak said it, not him.
So remember, supposedly Future and Sierra are in a club. They owe some money. I don't know if it was to the Rolling 60s. Maybe that was an extortion fee, or maybe it was a trick thing. But Rolling 60s pull up to the club. They basically tell the security for the club, hey, listen, we will fuck everybody up in here. You don't get paid enough. Let us do what we're gonna do. They try to surround Future and they try to like box him in. When a Future security hop out and he gets badly beaten, he gets sent to the emergency room. That's how badly he got beaten by the Rolling 60s. And Future and Sierra slip out the building. Okay, just hightailing it through the kitchen. You get what I'm saying? Now I can't picture Future running, but that is supposedly the story. That story is reported by blogs. Like you can see, Future, Sierra attacked BT Awards party. Like it's old as time, right? Gang members tried to attack Future and Sierra. Like this is real. This is from 2013. Now, keep in mind, all of these situations look like the West Coast was on Future's head. Okay, so they catch him in a club in 2013. They try to do something to him, and Wack supposedly catches him in 2014. So we're gonna get to that. But it says rumors are circulating Sierra and Future plans to party after the 2013 BET Awards.
See, you know and also something I noticed, right? You know, with niggas, right? That, you know, got into the music industry, they wanted to portray an image, right? See, this is why I tell y'all, right? A lot of these people that got money, they not smart. Real shit. They just not smart. See, the artists that come into the industry, right? They wanted to portray an image to the world that they were gangster instead of understanding that business is business. When you came to the West Coast, whoever, you supposed to come through with the police, nigga. Fuck you mean you out of bounds, nigga? Straight up. You supposed to come through because if you from the East Coast, down south, anywhere else, nigga, ain't no fucking body from the West Coast coming through there like they gonna come through on their own hood. See, this is what niggas don't understand, right? And this is what a lot of artists that got into the music industry didn't understand. When you got into the industry, everywhere you go, you're going to be out of bounds. Every city you go to, you're going to be out of bounds. So, of course, if you a celebrity going to perform somewhere, you have to have the police with you. This is a fact. You can't go to another city somewhere and don't have the proper security police with you to make sure you protected. Because you want some other niggas to view you a certain way. And all it does is, see, and that's where the manipulation came in at, right? Where these niggas in LA and different places, oh, you saw, no. They tell you soft and that you need the police so that you do the dumb shit and mentally play on yourself. Man, I'm going to go through without the police. All right, now they got you. Now they got you. Because they didn't pull the reverse Uno on your ass, the mind trick to tell you to not have the police with you so they can be able to catch your ass lacking. Whereas though, if you would have went through with the police, yeah, they would have talked shit. But guess what? You would have been safe. You hear me? You would have been safe. See, that's why I tell y'all, man, niggas just don't be smart. A lot of these people that are entertainers, they got some money, niggas is manipulating them, but they're not smart. Nigga, if you go to somebody else's city, nigga, and you a celebrity, nigga, you supposed to have the police, nigga. I don't care if you going to rap on stage about how gangster you is, nigga, you supposed to protect yourself because you out of bounds, nigga. You in their area. Everybody got straps. Everybody know how to move. People know certain people. Nigga, you got to go through with them people, nigga. This is just a fact. It's business. Niggas don't understand business. You hear me? And what it would have done is it would have made all of the people that was planning on doing something to you step back. Now they don't want to do nothing. You got to know how to play the game with niggas. It's a game in life. You can't allow other people to manipulate you, right? And this is where it come in with the jail shit. Niggas in jail will be encourage you to do some shit, and then you be the only one to go to the damn hole. Yeah, nigga, you gotta do this, do that. Yeah, do this. We gonna run and do this. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna go do it. Then you go do it. You the only nigga in the hole. Everybody else laughing at you. Come on now. You gotta be smart, man. You know, I come from the streets. I'm not gonna go knowing that I'm out of bounds and I am the center of attention and not take the proper precaution. Straight up. I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. I'm not gonna take the proper precaution. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Was ruined as gang members allegedly tried to beat the brakes out of the Tony Montana rapper. One of his security guards named Roscoe was allegedly caught up in the mess or got messed up in the melee. He was rushed to a local LA hospital. The club, the Graceful Manor, was shut down for the night following the incident, and helicopters patrolled the parking lot to make sure the area was safe. Now, Wack had told us about the story, and he basically kind of described it just like how this happened, except he gave more detail. He said, yo, they surrounded club security and everything, and basically when the gang members of LA want to do something, you have insecurity or security at the club, knowing that they live in LA, they want no sauce. So Future narrowly escapes a vicious beatdown in 2013. Now, supposedly, like for all we know this happened, and then we knew about Wack chasing him in the airport. But what was confusing is that when we went to the indictment, right? When we went to the indictment said, and let me pull up the indictment. The indictment says after Wack, hold on. Let me just give me a second. The indictment says, let's go to airport. Let's search that. Now, right? So actually, the indictment does not mention the club thing. The club thing happened in 2013. Okay? Now, So if we start thinking, it says in or around 2014. Actually, this might be it. Well, anyway. Okay. Oh, here it is. In or around 2014, okay, after Future refused to pay and ceased answering the calls, they, Henley's associates, and it says Henley and his associates, which means he was there, committed violence against NDC and his associates and security for failing to show respect. Now, this is the issue with, I've seen Wack talk about this a bunch, and he's like, yo, man, there's something else in the mix, because I never said we touch.
And if you listen to this, right, everybody knows that Wicked100 had something to do with Big U, right? Everybody knows this, right? Then you got Akademiks going to the indictment, reading the indictment, and then turn around every other sentence. Well, when I talked to Wack, last time I talked to Wack, I talked to Wack offline, and Wack said this, and Wack said that. Wack is the reason why this shit happened. Wack is the reason why this shit is going on. Wack is the reason why there is going to be a trial in February. But you keep telling us what Wack said while you read the indictment. But then say Wack ain't had nothing to do with nothing. This shit is wild. You know, hey, Act, the women see this, bro. I'm just letting you know, homie. The women see this. Every woman you get, bro, gonna look at you like a peon, nigga. All of them. All of them. You display it real well, homie. This is a fact. You have no backbone.
Future. And he's right. He didn't touch Future. And supposedly the one in 2013, the bodyguard got fucked up, but not Future. But apparently there's another incident. So there's a third incident that the feds are talking about that doesn't involve Wack and doesn't involve that club thing that we know. But it just goes to show 3 incidents of niggas, like they were treating Future like a pinata. I don't know what was going on. Now, granted, they didn't get touched in other situations, but hold on. Here we go. Let me see. Do I got it? Maybe I do have it here. So
the rappers didn't accept Act. Yeah, you could tell. The rapper, he wanted to be accepted. You know, he said he always wanted to be a DJ. You know, he wanted to be in the media space. He looked up to Charlemagne. Dude wanted to be accepted, nigga. Go get your own and do your own thing. Stop looking for people to accept you, nigga. Yeah. That's why I tell you, people that be, you know, claiming that money shit, a lot of them don't even be happy. They don't be happy at all. They be real miserable because they're not all right with being with themselves. You know, and I'm going to say this on some real shit. When you getting some money, you got to be all right with being with yourself. You got to be cool with being with yourself. You know, a lot of these people, they are not all right with being with themselves. So they looking for other people to accept them, and they leech on and latch on to certain people that really don't care nothing about them, but pretend to be their people. Straight up. Looking for somebody to like you and looking for somebody. I don't care about no nigga liking me. I don't care about no niggas. Straight up. I don't even want nobody around me. Straight up. It's a fact. Smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Straight up. Share this live. Tag Act, man. Tag Little Act. Start calling me Little Act, nigga. Yeah, that big Act shit out the window, nigga. Ain't no way you gonna call yourself Big Act and you let a nigga like Wicked100 manipulate you. A nigga that just ain't start fixing his backyard, fixing his cars until Blueface came home, nigga. Just ain't start fixing the cars until Blueface got out. Nigga, come on, Dale. It's the nigga you look up to, huh? Wow.
Oh, do we have it? Okay. All right. So we get confirmation. We got confirmation. Check this out, chat. Check it out. Here we go. So remember, there's 2 incidents we know. Wack chased him in the airport, him getting surrounded and almost touched at the club, but his bodyguard got beat up. But the feds claim he got his ass whooped. Where did he get his ass whooped at? So someone reached out to Wack, and Wack sent me, like, the text messages of the person who finally cleared it up on when Future supposedly got his ass whooped. Check this out.
So Wack makes up all kinds of fake paperwork, documents from the court, and you believe that these text messages came from somebody that knows everything. You just believe it. So forget all the times that Wicked100 gave you fake shit. This time right here, it's real. We ain't gonna worry about all the other times, huh? Okay, all right. And then that's what you want people to believe you. This is why I tell y'all, right? These niggas are intentionally manipulating people. Intentionally. This shit is targeted to manipulate people. Lies.
So, and by the way, this is from Wack, but he's texting, like, you're gonna see this shit. It's kind of like hilarious. Yo, the fact that Wack got a nigga saved like this is crazy. WS Crip Partner 99. Who the fuck saves a nigga like this? WS Crip Partner, whatever. Anyway, he texts Wack and he says, Hop is the one telling. He's the one that knocked out Future and Floss took his gun. So Wack says, knocked him out where? Future wasn't touched at the airport. That's cap. Then the Crip Partner says, nigga, he knocked out Future at the SLS. I was there.
We already know that this is Wicked100 texting himself. We know this. He's texting himself. We know this. He done already said something about the Hop dude before. We know this. Yeah, Hop. Remember, I told y'all that he was going to start putting this shit on Hop and these other niggas. I said this. This is what he did. Now, he's acting like somebody texted him talking about Hop. Nigga, you was already screaming Hop, nigga. Now you acting like you don't know nothing about Hop. Smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. And he has Akademiks literally spinning this shit because of his following. Man, we gonna walk this shit down. They want to do it, we just gonna walk it down. That's all. We got time. If it take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, we gonna walk it down. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. But I'm gonna make sure that all of these dudes that do this shit look how they look. I'm gonna make sure.
Then Wack says, first they said it was a club, not a hotel. So that happened at a hotel Future was knocked out at. So now we're getting to find out. The club they pressed him, he ran out through the kitchen. Then they knock him out in the SLS. And then Wack sees him at the airport and chasing him. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. They was playing Pac-Man with this nigga Future, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Everybody chasing him. Okay, so they said they knocked him out at the SLS. And he says, I already know which one of Big U's homies telling. And it says, okay, because he was in touch with me. He says, Hop and Floss. He says, I never knew they caught Future slipping like that. He says, Future security, Hop betted them. So I guess like he put some work in. But I guess they got to Future somehow. He says, Big U was there when this happened? Yes. So that confirms exactly what we just read in the indictment. The indictment says Henley was there with his associates. It didn't say he was there with his associates at the club. It just said Rolling 60s rolled up to the club. So this is a third incident we didn't know about. But apparently, according to the feds and according to WS Crip Partner 99, who's telling Wack this stuff, no, there was another situation that happened where Future supposedly got knocked out. And by the way, I guess this is going into the narrative where Wack is saying there's people within Big U's organization that's telling. That's why these stories are coming to light. Because there's a kind of a question of, Did Whack story from Clubhouse or my stream get in a federal indictment because he just said it publicly?
There is no question. Ain't no question. Everybody knows what it is. Just like what you're saying now, we already know. Wicked100 literally alerted the authorities and then used you to put it out to make it look like, all right, it's coming from you. We all know what it is, homie. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, man, these niggas ain't smart at all.
Or did Whack like fucking feed information to the feds? His thing was, these stories that just got added, I only was at the airport thing, and the other stuff they added, I never knew about Future getting beat up. So he's being told that Future got beat up, and now he's being told who would know this or let it be known. So Hop knocked him out, and Floss took the security pistol. Yes, at my hotel. And he says, yeah, I didn't know about this one. Now it makes sense. They're mixing the situation with the hotel situation. So he's saying that they're mixing the airport situation with the hotel situation where supposedly Future got knocked out. And a dude, Crip Partner, 99, says, yes, I seen it. And he said, yeah, and Hop is a Cody on the Rico. And it says, Floss is telling it'll come out during trial. I don't know who these people are. And Wax says, no. Wax says Floss is telling him to come out during trial.
Wax said Floss is telling and it'll come out in trial. Yeah. Akademiks say, I don't know these people, but you up here reading this shit like you do, though. You up here reading this shit like you really know the situation. Literally. You don't know these people. Wack got this Fufafi number saved in his phone as WS Crip Partner 99 6/something. Come on, man. Shit wild, man. These niggas is straight Fufafi. Yeah. Straight up. Smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Share this live. Shout out to all y'all, man.
Then Crip Partner says, that's who telling. My brother got 2 kids by Hop's sister. Oh, shit. And then Wax says, Hop ain't never did no time, bro. And he got away from Big U. So right now, I could see Hop cooperating. You know? Wack got that, like, you know, cooperant radar. You know? Like, some people got a gaydar. This nigga got a snitch dar. You feel me?
It's because he is them. Yeah. You the only one that's promoting his bullshit. Yeah. You like, you know, you enhancing it. Matter of fact, you and Flacco. You know, but we already know what's up with Flacco. Everybody know Flacco is doing what he's doing for the reason he's doing it. You over there the only one acting like, you know, you not. And I'm going to say this, right? If I was Drake, I wouldn't deal with you, Act. Straight up. If I was Drake, I would not deal with Akademiks at all. For the simple fact that Drake doesn't deal with Wicked100, and you're over here promoting the information that he wants to promote that the feds got. Now, I wouldn't deal with you. I ain't even gonna lie. You know, if I seen that you was so interested in doing what you doing for Wicked100, that's your homie. You know, I wouldn't deal with you. This, like, yo, listen, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. Yeah. Nah, wouldn't deal with you, homie. Something ain't right with you.
So here we go. And he says, so Crip Partner 99 says, nigga, he is, Manny is, nigga, he is, Manny is, they is. Okay, so there's a lot of cooperants. Okay.
You hear him though, right? You pay attention to Wicked100 is making sure he says these names in there. You know, he likes names dropping. So he's saying these names. We done heard him say Vay name a whole bunch of times, right? We know Vay is in there in the case, you know, and he's saying these names. Listen to it. Dude is wild, man. And he got Act spinning this shit, right? He got Act spinning this shit. Act putting it out there. Straight fufafi. Real shit. This shit be wild, man. This shit is pushed, man. Internet pushing this shit. You can even look at, right, from when, Ack is getting these views that he's getting. This how you know that shit is pushed by YouTube the way it is. Because Ack get these views, right? But the likes don't never, nowhere near match up close to what the ratio would be for somebody liking the content and watching it. They never match up. People just watching this shit because they pushing this shit all around the internet. Niggas ain't always agreeing with the shit. It's just that it's manipulating the mind. Straight up. You know what I mean? Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button. Appreciate that. Tell Fine, I said it in the chat before. Ack has something against people from the street. It's a reason he tries best to embarrass people from the street, but call people like Wack and 6ix9ine his friends. Shit is wild. Shit is wild. Yeah, shit is wild. That's a fact, man. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button.
It says beer call telling too, bro. Loose cannon too. Yo, Wack just throwing a couple more snitches. It's like, nah, this guy snitched too. This guy. And he said, shit, all of them. About 50 more of his homies over the years. I don't know who Bear Claw is. Damn. Yo, Crip Partner 99 put a heartbroken sign. You could tell that broke him, bro. That broke his heart. Damn. I guess Bear Claw broke his heart. Fuck. They say, yo, Bear Claw told him to stop calling his phone.
Like, can we be real, though? Can we be real? Like, everybody watching this stream right now, what type of nigga is sending a broken heart text to another man? I'm just saying, can we be real? I don't know no niggas that's sending broken heart text messages to a man. Under no circumstances. I'm not sending you a broken heart text message. I'm not doing that. Like on some real shit. Come on, man. Fuck I look like. I don't care how upset I'm at. I'm not sending another man a broken heart text message. Come on, man. Come on, man. And Akademiks always say, oh, yeah, oh, man, he sent the broken heart. Oh, he really was hurt. Nigga, shut up, nigga. Shut up. Shut up, nigga. Sound goofy, bro. To the max, though, nigga. Like, to the max. Like you taking the title of this shit. Straight up. Shit wild. Smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Shit's wild, nigga. Yo, Act, man, go sit back and think about that, bro. Who the fuck is sending broken heart text messages to another nigga?
I think he wanted the extra witnesses. I think he wanted the extra witness tampering charges. He said, Loose Cannon. He said, we all knew Loose Cannon was going to tell. He was like, he was telling people, I bet. Chat, So we got some confirmation according to Wax exclusive source, which is WS Crip Partner 99. Don't know what it means. They're saying, let me see who they say knocked out Future. Yes, they said Hop. Whoever Hop is. It says Hop. Hop knocked out Future at the SLS. So Hop is the one telling, but he knocked out Future at the SLS, and he betted the security and took the security gun. Damn, that's crazy. All right. Okay. So damn, I feel bad. Yo, I like Future. I'll be honest with you. If we knew this shit back in the day, bro, there's no way, you know what I mean, Future could be rapping like this, bro. No way.
Hey, you bugging, bro. Straight up. Smash that like button, man. Hit that subscribe button. You bugging, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. You bugging.
Which, shit, I ain't gonna lie. This is some solid shit that nobody ever heard about any of these things till now. I thought, ooh, shit. Let me get this on the screen. My leaked songs are there. Yo, where did Future never, what do you call it again? Don't Future got like a bunch of hood niggas around him? He do, right? How could this be happening to Future? Now, granted, they keep saying like it was 2013, 2014, like, you know, it was early. Okay. So over at Act 37, okay? Over at Act 37 is supposedly Future getting beat up at the SLS by someone named Hop and his security getting his gun taken from him. There's no mystery in my history, chat. You've seen the source. The source is WS Crip Partner 99, which texted Whack the info, and Whack sent that info to me. Somebody says there's 4 incidents. Is another incident? Type in Future bodyguard of DEEZY. Yeah, but that's not rolling 60s though. I'm talking about the rolling 60s. Looked like they were terrorizing Future. Future bodyguard Ibiza? What y'all talking about? What the fuck? No, his bodyguard got knocked out by fans. What the hell?
I don't know the only difference involving.
Yo, do you fire your bodyguard after he gets knocked out? Yeah, my bodyguard can't get knocked out.
Lane
Come on.
Celebrity. You know, when you
like,
can't.
yo, my bodyguard getting knocked out is crazy.
So Future, he get paid situation, which that with a lot more energy.
If my
they
bodyguard
wanted
start
fight,
planking,
you know, they was 10 deep
during the beat.
Future called them fake goons or whatever. In the day, I
hired a bodyguard to fight for me.
It's a fame. You know?
How's the bodyguard planking?
Ag is just a little kid, man. It's a kid talking about some shit, man. Straight up. It's a little kid with a mind of a damn kid talking about some shit, man. That shit's crazy. Yeah. You know. And you can hear how he talks, man. You can hear. This is why he would be on the Discord talking to a 16-year-old boy. Yeah. This is why he would be on there. This is why they would have chats with little kids, because he's still a kid. You feel what I'm saying? He's still mentally a child. You know what I'm saying? And you can tell when you just listen to how he talk. Dude is a little kid, man. Straight up. Appreciate that, bro. I did a bait and switch move, attention from Whack, and put it on Future being sold. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He want people to look at Future for being soft and not Whack for making sure Big U got this here added to his indictment as an overt act. The fact is that this here was added as an overt act to Big U's indictment, and you talking about Future being solved. Yeah. Man, these niggas ain't right. Niggas is soft as drugstore cotton, man. Straight soft as drugstore cotton, man. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button, man. Shout out to all y'all that be rocking with the channel.
Wake up! Yo, what the hell?
You know, my man took a back seat, you know. Yo, think I know Future.
Oh, shit.
No way.
Just woke up. Oh, nah.
Yo, check Future though.
Oh, nah.
My man took a back seat.
Yeah, I don't know if I could keep that security on my team, bro. Y'all think that was a made-up text? Chat, I'm going with this. This makes sense to me.
C. Brown. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate the donation, bro. That's a fact. You know, solid. Appreciate that, bro. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button.
That does make sense. Now, one thing I'm gonna keep it 100 with the West Coast dudes. They have been extremely, until now, they have been extremely mum about all this. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, if some shit had happened like that with a rapper with like New York niggas is not keeping that shit on the low, man. Niggas is online in 15 minutes letting this be known. But I guess like I kind of feel like Future was being extorted. Because the mere fact that all of these things happen and you could tell like nobody was looking for clout. Nobody was trying to like get known for it. Whatever that happened afterwards was kept quiet until we're finding out now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure niggas had to get on the phone. Wires had to be sent. You know what I mean? Niggas had to work it out however they work it out. But it probably benefited Future because I'm telling you, if this came out that Future got knocked out by a nigga named Hop, like in front of SLS, it would be crazy.
Hey, Act, Wack extorting you too, homie. Shit. The same nigga that said he ran through the airport, he extorting you too, nigga. Straight up. Yeah. Got you doing whatever he wants you to do too. Yeah, you talking about Future, you better be thinking about how you being looked at. Yeah. All the ladies is looking at you like you soft as drugstore cotton, nigga. Yeah. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They looking at you like you soft joker. You out here spinning lies for Wicked100.
Somebody says, Wack is using you to push his fake narrative. Cut it. Ooh. Okay. Let's go back to the indictment. I didn't say overt act 38. Overt act 38 is talking about Wack. So this is not protecting Wack. And, you know, for all the people who cover this shit all day, Wack never said he touched Future. So I was wondering what overt act 37 was.
Why do you keep trying to specify that Wack said he didn't touch anybody, or you're saying Wack didn't touch anybody? Wack clearly said if Future didn't pay the debt, he was gonna get effed up. But you keep saying Wack didn't touch anybody. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah. Hey, Act, man, you like a peon, bro. You a peon, man. Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit, though, homie. You a peon, Act. Real shit, homie.
Right? I assumed it was the club thing, but from everything we heard, Future didn't get knocked out there. Future didn't get hit. His bodyguard got fucked up supposedly, but he got out the building. Remember, Ciara even performed on like a late night show like the night after. So Future didn't get fucked up, but the feds have put in their documents that Future got stomped out. Right? It says it. Look, well, it says it in the overt act that they were going to talk about Wack. They said a few days later, after Henley and his associates stomped out Wack. No, not stomped out Future. We never heard about Future getting stomped out. So it appears that this 2014 thing they're talking about, right, seems to be this SLS thing. So we now have 3 incidents. We have at the club, they try to approach him. They get out of there. They catch him at the hotel. That's another thing about hotels, especially in California. That's how I think Dolph got shot. Like, the labels book rappers at like 5 hotels. You know, the labels will handle all that type of stuff. You're going to run into everybody who's in LA, meeting with their label, like there to do whatever business. Like, yeah. So niggas just run into each other. So I could imagine Future ran into them at the club and probably ran into them at the lobby in LA. That's one thing about LA I really don't like. Rappers, like, well, I guess rappers tried to do the Airbnb shit because everyone was running into each other and, you know, they never saw each other nowhere else but like there. And then they were sparking it off in LA. But then rappers started wanting to do the B&B in the hills, but then they started getting robbed. And obviously we've seen with Pop Smoke, he died. But anyway, still, so okay, this is referring to an actual thing. And then it appears that a few days later, after the beatdown, Future is trying to get out of LA, and he's caught again at the airport. This time by Wack and Big U. Wow.
So he's sitting here saying that Future got caught at the airport in LA by Wack and Big U, but Wack didn't do anything. Wack, he's not wrong. He didn't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. He ain't do nothing. Okay. Okay. And you want us to listen to you. Fuck out of here, you noodle. Straight up. Straight noodle.
That's crazy. That is crazy. Somebody says, who told him about the airport? No, Wack admits he's in this airport story. This is, when it says co-conspirator, they're talking about Wack. They're talking about Wack. My added commentary to that is that I know a lot of people keep saying, oh, Wack is a snitch or whatever. I'm like, if anything, they're looking at Wack as a co-conspirator. I don't think they're trying to like protect him like he's our cooperant. Like they're looking at him like this is somebody, if we find enough evidence or more corroborating evidence, we might charge him.
So you sitting there saying that Wack is a co-conspirator that's in the indictment as co-conspirator, but they put this in the indictment, but they didn't question Wack. He hasn't been charged. No involvement at all, but they put this in the indictment. That shit don't even make sense. This is why I say, these niggas, see, they be talking to people like everybody's slow. That shit don't even make sense, though. Dude is talking to everybody like everybody don't got no common sense. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
That's how I look at it when they say co-conspirator, because that's what the term means.
Nah, nobody gives a fuck about how you look at what a co-conspirator is. Nobody's taking any advice, knowledge, or anything you say about a co-conspirator at all. Just shut up. Yeah, nobody cares.
Okay. Interesting, man. Has Wack spoken about this since?
You know.
The thing with Future, he's so cool. He just don't got to even respond to this at all, right? Future could just ignore this shit and he'll be good. Okay, let's see. Wack on Big U being charged to kill a witness. Is it this? I'm not hearing. Wait, I'm not hearing sound. Hold on. Oh, it's turned down. My bad.
Well, so now he's sitting in the same federal jail as Big U. Which I know Big U, so it's kind of like I get it. Two blood dudes approach him or he approaches them, right? And they would have succeeded. The AUS.
Now, I do want to say, and I know that because I was watching like some YouTubers, and the YouTubers now have like flipped. The YouTubers are mad at me. They all believe that I am allowing Wack to spread narratives this and third. And I do want to actually just challenge out on that actual narrative.
You can't challenge nobody. You can't challenge nobody on that. You know what I'm saying? And I wish you would call me on the phone. I wish you would, on your stream, call me on the phone. Straight up. Your whole chat gonna be saying, where the hell he been at? Yeah.
I think a lot of y'all YouTubers, I get it. Wack is somebody who, you know, he's a polarizing figure. But some of y'all disdain for him and dislike has just turned into like this really odd vendetta that comes across like really personal. Now, maybe deleted y'all channel. I don't know what beef he may have had with y'all. But here's a conversation I'll have. And I'm trying to be fair with it. I think also y'all are mad that Wack is smart. He is a bit smart with either avoiding whatever situations that could come about or avoiding whoever that might don't like it, whatever it is. But I will say this. There's some people who are just mad that Wack is not indicted. And then there's some people who are like, Wack has a badge, he's a rat. Then some other people are like, well, he works with the cops. And here's my thing. I think when people dislike someone, they don't matter. They have no more basis for what they think, no more theory. They'll just align with any theory that's
Now, let's just say this, right? Wack is named suspect number 4 in a police report. And the police report named him as the suspect in an attempt homicide. And the new police report that came out, it just went away. I wonder what you say about that, Ak. What do you say about that? I want to hear you and your foo-fa-fies response to that. If any of you people watch Ak, type that in his chat. Wack was suspect number 4 in the no jumper beating and is no longer a suspect. What do you say to that? What do you say to that? Because I want to hear what he says. Oh, well, he was a suspect, but he's not a suspect no more. If you are a suspect, they're coming to talk to you, especially if you're named in a police report as a suspect. You don't get named as a suspect in a police report and it just go away. Smash that like button and hit that subscribe button.
Anti-Wack. For example, right? I did talk to Dogface. I asked clear questions. Okay, so what is your theory that is going on here? Like, don't tell me, like, because don't contradict yourself, right? Are the police investigating Wack or is Wack cooperating? And if he's cooperating, why is he putting the paperwork like this? How come there's other info that seems to not come from him? I know there's a lot of people that really think that, oh, okay, now what?
You just trying to spin the narrative. That's all you trying to do. You trying to spin the narrative. This shit ain't working, homie. That shit ain't working.
Wack, you let Wack say whatever. But I watch a lot of you guys' videos, and I don't see y'all stick to one point. Y'all go to any argument that is anti-Wack. And after that is like, it loses logic for me. So if it's that, yo, Wack is a mob boss, or he's a snitch, or he's scared of this. And the thing is, y'all will agree with the point and show some proof, and then go with a whole different.
So if somebody's showing proof, ain't that enough? SBGB TV live call-in show.
Hey, what up, DZ? It's C, bro.
What's up with you, bro?
Yeah, bro. Act, what he doing is, you see how he used that boy like as a cash cow. Like, he making money off him.
Of course.
That's the play.
Yeah, he definitely making money off of him, but the nigga just lying, to manipulate the people for the money he's making.
To make the bread. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yes, sir. That's all. That's all I gotta say.
I appreciate you calling in, bro.
Yep.
Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button.
Theory that counteracts your first theory. I've yet to see anyone that has a clear, concise theory about Wack that sticks to it. One minute he's a cop, the next minute he should be locked up, the next minute is that, next minute he's the one who told on this, next minute is that. It's like it's so contradictory, where you're gonna think, obviously Wack is a personality, but you're gonna think people are defending him. It's just that it gets to a point where I know niggas just want to see the nigga take a loss. Literally. People just want him to take a loss. Right? It's like a humbling thing. Like, you want him to take a loss.
And you think Wack is winning? Man, Wack got a lot of shit going on. That nigga ain't winning, boy. He just started fixing the backyard. You think that's winning? He just started fixing the backyard, man. Straight up. His girlfriend came off a clubhouse. He done made her into a blow-up doll. Like, come on, he's not winning, bro. That's not winning. He has to look in the mirror every day and see the way that he looks. And it won't ever change. He's not winning.